There we go. Perfect. Hello, hello, hello. Just making sure this is all good. Hello. Hello. There we go. Perfect. Where is live trading? Live. Here. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. Where's my water? Hello, Lady H. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Alex. Hello, Chris. Hello, Daniel. How's everyone doing? Let's move this over. Perfect. Hello, Petrolhead. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Jason. Hello, DB, Lee, Flo, Clint, John, Lee. How is everyone? Hello, Colin. Very good, very nice. Love that, Chris. And welcome to the live, everyone who's new joining us for the first time. If you are new joining us for the first time, then definitely drop a message in the chat. Let us know you're here. On the lives, we tend to have a quick catch up, see how everyone is. Then from there, we'll get into the charts, mark up some nice levels, come up with a plan for tomorrow. And yeah, any questions are welcome. And yeah. Hello, Adam. Hello, Jason, Paul, Jordan. How was everyone's day? How did everyone find today? Hello, Sam. Nice, Jason. Hello, Lazy Queen. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Chris. Yeah, let me know how your day was today, guys. Very, very good day. Nice, Sam. Nice, very nice. Chief, it's in the... if I go into... One second. Trading courses and live resources. If you go into trading courses and resources section of the private group, literally the first message, the bottom message, as soon as you click on the chat, is my live chart in there, mate. It should be there for you. Hello, like always. 2 trades, 1. Nicely. That's good. Evening. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Brick Shed. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Craig. And Sacco from South Africa. Hello, mate. Hello, hello, hello. Amazing day. Had someone contact me about you. I don't have to tell any lies. You're the GOAT. I appreciate that, Chris. I appreciate that a lot. It's been a good day. Been an interesting day as well. I was on the trading floor earlier. I did get something really, really cool. Which I'll show you all in a minute, but it is really cool. It was gifted to me by someone, so yeah, it's really, really cool. So I'll show you that in a minute also. Okay, nice, Reese. All good. Nice morning alert for that buy level this morning. Had one of my nice, Chris. Really nice. Hello, 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 J1. Hello, Leanne. Today, I haven't seen anything, so decided to do nothing instead of chasing or guessing. Nicely. Nice, that's very, very good. That's smart to do. Yeah, we've got a lot to go over today. I'll keep that on. We've got quite a bit to go over, we do, so should be interesting. Definitely some, I'm quite confident in where we're going to go from here, so should be nice. Hello, Beth. Hello, Kens. Hello, Ben. Yeah, Darren. This, to be fair, all of these, this came so close. This one was so close. Obviously, the idea was absolutely on point. Like, what we were looking for, what I was looking for today was absolutely, like, flawless. But we didn't quite hit that. And then this one, on some people's, it did actually hit, depending on the price data that you're using. And so, yeah. What's that? Oh, makeup. Wait there. That's a good shout. That is unprofessional. Okay, ignore that. Ignore that. You still waiting for this gold trade as it's come close? Yeah, Jason, still on it, and we'll get into that. We'll get into it because I've got a good plan of what I'm looking for. I'm very confident in it, so yeah, we'll get that in a second. Into bottom tick, 12.5. Nice, Harry. Very nice. Absolutely amazing, mate. Really nice. Officer. Wait, I need, it's not coming out. Okay. Let me just, lazy quit. That's funny. I was out most of the day. And so, yeah, it's been a good day. request a 4,000 payout from FTMO on Sunday, not taking any more trades, and also complete one of 4 payouts of 4% towards becoming a prime trader with FTMO. Nice, Sam. I mean, that's a huge congratulations on that, Sam. I mean, that's a massive, massive, massive achievement. So, you know, really, 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 really nice work there, mate. POL. What do you mean by POL? Do you mean POC? 3,200 day for me on YouFunded. Nice, Chief. Nice. I was at the YouFunded's trading floor today. Some cool things happened there. Again, I've got something cool which I'm going to show you guys in a minute. But we'll get into that. It was really, really cool. Ken's not overnight. I'll get into this for this one. For market close, no, I wouldn't like put an entry for that. Basically, I wouldn't have a limit order as we go over market close. But for going into Asia session, I do think setting a limit. But I like to set a limit, but then also layer into the trade as well. Like I don't set my full trade as a limit order because like I want to try and optimize the entry, but I also want to get triggered in case we bounce off the level and go straight away. Yeah, massive shout out to Sam. Hello, RX. Okay, Daniel. Yeah, so basically with the poll in the group, and I've seen a few of you have messaged regarding that, which is super helpful as well. Basically, you know, I always want to try new things. I always want to, you know, sort of see what works best. And for the onboarding, and then for obviously just handling a lot of messages, Telegram's like bot feature basically allows you to handle a lot of messages. It comes with a lot of cool features. You can like API whatever software into Telegram's backend and do some really, really cool things. But I understand people who are new and they haven't seen the lives, they haven't seen the feedback, they haven't seen what we're about. It can be a bit weird having a bot, you know, messaging a bot. I understand that. And so we're taking that feedback on board. And I'm going to use a bot, but to like, just to basically like when people join the group to like point them in the right directions basically. And then they're going to be, you know, come through to my actual account, and same for members of the private group. We can do some cool things with the bot, but going to do it on a normal private group, normal account, because I don't want you to feel a certain way messaging an account because it says bot there. And if a lot of people are saying that, then obviously I want to make the adjustment and get that sorted. So yeah. Nice, Chris. Absolutely amazing to hear, mate. Amazing. I've saw some incredible results in the Discord earlier. I did post quite a few earlier on, but I mean, let me see if I can. Let me see what I can do. Oh God, I don't want to do that. Wait there. Can I do this? Oh, we're doing something new here. Let me see what this looks like. Boom. Once. There we go. Okay. Look, we can pull up some results from today. So Ryan with 4,000 profit. Elv with, I can't quite see that, but very good profit. Robert passing phase 1, which is amazing. Say with 4,000. Sass with 60. Heido with 380. Obviously, Danny always crushing it. We can pull up the Telegram. This is cool. We've unlocked new features. Okay, let me go on to this. Let me scroll back over. Let me make sure this is all good. Okay, I'm just gonna display capture. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Sorted. Remind me later on that one. Perfect. There we go. Sorted. Nice, Yusuf. 144. Really nice. Really, really nice. On the general chat, might pull a few. No, no, Lamby, it won't be done like that at all. It's basically, it's me on it, but like it just allows me to have extra features. So it's nothing like it's not Ozzy Osbourne on it. That's funny. That is. Yeah, Lauren, I'd be careful going into market close. I'd cancel it. Well, I have cancelled it. Going into market close, just because we don't know what's going to happen there. Like, we could gap somewhere and it's just a mess to deal with. Wait for the market to reopen, see how it opens, and then going from there. That's still really good, Lee. Still massive, massive well done. Was brave to start back on the U-funded as well. Lots of small trades, but nearly made £100, so good. Amazing work, Katie. Really, really, really nice. UK Steve this weekend. I believe I said in the group this weekend as well. So yeah, this weekend we're going to start that, so it should be good. Big market crashes coming in, suggesting to buy physical gold and crypto. In my opinion, when gold's literally at all-time highs, like ridiculous, like obviously gold's at what we at today, like 4,950. After such a huge run up on gold, saying to buy gold now, and also although the author behind that book, he has a lot of great knowledge, I do always encourage read between the lines, because although he has a lot of authority through writing that book, and you can learn a lot, and it is a great book, he's got a lot more other things at play, and he said a lot of things which I don't agree with, and a lot of people think are a bit weird as well. And then also, if you want to get a lot of attention, what do? You say the market's going to crash. Everyone uses the same playbook. If you want to get a lot of attention, say the market's going to crash. Go onto every single finance YouTube channel, every single one, and every single thumbnail, near enough, probably 9 out of 10, are red thumbnails saying the market's going to crash, no matter what. It's either the market's going to crash or the market's going to absolutely boom beyond belief. Don't miss out. It's never like, okay, the market's probably going to be normal for a bit, like probably going to range sideways, because obviously that doesn't grab attention. So I definitely be careful. And yeah. So I've been bearish on gold for a while, only looking for good. So nice, Danny. Yeah, that sounds good. Saying that for you, yeah, I think it's very, very true. I can see gold coming down to more yet, possibly 4,300 area. Yeah, I mean that's definitely it's not off the book. Obviously, saying something like get into gold. It's a bit of a cop out, because eventually gold is gonna go up. Like, and then you just claim you're the smartest person in the world. Eventually gold will go up, and that's just the way of the world. It has done forever, and it will continue to do that. But it doesn't mean in the short to medium term we can't have just ranging markets. And that's where a lot of people get messed up on gold. It isn't when gold is having a big pullback. It's when gold ranges for a long time. And gold has ranged for long periods of time before. It doesn't just go up forever. Like, that's very important. Ferrari 812 is king. I do love Ferrari 812. I actually saw yesterday, I saw 2 Ferrari 812s with the registration plate 812. 812 on Ferrari 812s. There's always one parked at the Dubai Mall. So, yeah. Hello, Golaf. Hello. Yeah, Daniel. So I've got them written on here. I posted them in the private group. The stop losses which I'm sort of looking for these positions. 100% Husky. I agree with that. Hey, I've been watching from the live link. Oh, all good, Julie. All good. Yeah, remember when gold was below 3,000 and was ranging for months? Yeah, exactly. Like gold, a lot of people have got into this mentality of gold go up forever. It can have ranging periods, and that's absolutely fine. So yeah, we don't need to have massive legs up all of the time. So yeah, I need to start holding some of my positions longer, as I took out 2,000 in profit, so I could get one of the 4% profits, but looked at my trade idea and it hit for 7,500. Could have been looking at 9,500 payout. Yeah, holding trades for long periods of time is very important. And going back to something that Husky said, looking at the sort of macro environment and the regime that you're in, a lot of people, I've said this a few times, but I think it's such a valuable saying, is a lot of people find it difficult to hold on to a position. They want to close profits because they see those unrealized gains. Now, what are you doing there? What's the emotional trigger behind that? You don't know where price is going to go. So you're like, okay, I don't know where it's going to go. I'm going to take profits off the table now. Okay? So you're fearful that you're going to miss out on those unrealized profits. so you don't hold on to the position. Now, if you've got a more of a macro bias, okay, and you think, for example, gold's gonna just boom to the upside, for example, okay, then it's gonna be a lot easier for you to hold onto those positions, because instead of being fearful that those unrealized gains are gonna reverse on you, you're gonna be fearful that you're not capturing the full move. You've flipped the psychology on its head, really. And so I really feel like that's a very good way of playing things as well, and it really flips the FOMO into your favor. Instead of you're fearful so you're going to close positions early, you're fearful that you're not going to capture the full move, so then you hold on to positions for longer. I feel like that's a really good like mentality trick. Hello Prem Paul. Hello. S1, it's one of modern day McLaren F1. Yeah, I don't think, is it called the GMA? I thought it was called something else. So if you're on the, it sounds ridiculous, Yusuf, doesn't it? It's got like a fan on the back. Are you on about that car? I haven't seen one of them in person, no. As a message say, very grateful for your help. No problem, Julie. Anytime, Julie, definitely. I overcame this by using a demo account, entered on a live and traded as normal, and entered the same trade on demo and left it alone. Massive difference and helped me a lot. 100%. 100%. The only thing is with demo, it can obviously there's a time and a place for demo, forward testing, and live execution. Demo's good for like validating, but in terms of validating execution, then you need to like forward test, because a demo environment, like it does have flaws. There's a time and a place for it. But one of the worst things you can do is hop onto a demo and just do random over risk stuff, because a lot of people, I see this all the time, they build up very bad habits on demo accounts. Trading on demo and back testing and forward testing, they can be a superpower if you use them correctly. If you abuse them and you don't trade it like you're actually on a live account, it's harder said than done. Then it can really mess you over. Not get stopped out by pure noise. Yeah, 100% Husky. 100%. And I think that's an important point as well, is the markets they're not, like, you can have your sort of macro bias, but there's going to be noise in between. These markets are made up of so many participants, all with different different opinions, all with different factors, all trading with different amounts of capital, all with different goals as well, which is very important. Some people, you know, they're trading not to let's say make a profit, they're trading to hedge the overall market. Now they've got different opinions. And then also some people are looking to close profits because they've been holding for a long time, for example, and they're looking to reduce exposure. Other people are looking to now get into a position. You know, there's so many different participants, all with different opinions, and there's just going to be a lot of noise, especially on those lower time frames. Most of the time, lower time frames are just noise. W 5% and then get stopped out for a loss. Protect your capital. 100, yeah, foreigner, 100%. Conservation of capital is king. If you're looking to, I feel like you want to be an investable trader. Okay, I feel like that's such a good thought to have in the back of your mind. You want to be an investable trader. Now, an investable trader, in my opinion, they have low risk. I don't care about your gains. If you're making whatever amount, brilliant, okay? I want that daily, that max daily drawdown, that max weekly drawdown, that max monthly drawdown. What's your, like, under an extremely stressful environment, what's your max overall drawdown? Like, what's your drawdown? What am I risking? That's the most important thing. And so making sure that risk is as minimal as possible, or at least you understand your risk, very important. Is so important. Conservation of capital is key. You need money to play this game. The T50, that's the one with the fan at the back. The S1 was made as a one-off. The customer paid an undisclosed amount. I haven't seen it, Yusuf. Yusuf, do you want me a photo of that? Because I do love them cars. The T50s are beautiful. I've never seen one in. I don't think I've never seen one in person. I mean, they're unbelievably rare. I don't know how many in the world there are, but there's I saw a Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport today. Never seen a T50. Bugattis are too common in Dubai. Yeah, I 100% agree with that, Lee. 100% agree. Hello, Louis. Hello. Trading stop is a happy medium. Wait for market structure, then keep moving. Stop below swing lows or above swing highs as moves happen. 100% agree with that. Husky's got great knowledge as well. If you are inside the Discord, I've said this for quite a while, but I do recommend. I think Husky, you weren't on a live, but I was bigging you up. I was saying about your knowledge is absolutely like genuinely incredible now. And so like taking notes of what Husky says in the Discord, you know, asking him questions in the Discord. He does have an unbelievable knowledge. And something which is very common between pretty much all of the profitable traders in the group, you know, Craig does this a lot, I do this a lot, Leon does this a lot, Brandon does this a lot, C-Dog does this a lot, everyone does it a lot, is A, conservation of capital, but B, trailing your stop loss. I'm pretty sure C-Dog does this in some sort of capacity, but trailing your stop losses is so good because you can capture some unbelievable moves. And there's a few traders in the group who I know, and what they do is their overall like equity curve throughout the month is very stale, but then that's accounted for in their system. But then a few trades a month, because they trail their stop loss, like they just absolutely boom. And that's what they're playing for. They're playing for basically like overall slight profit, mainly break even. And they're looking for that one trailing stop that's just going to absolutely boom. And it works very, very well for them. And yeah, it's nice. Louis, nothing much, all good. Up and come and go. I definitely agree with that. What does it recommend? I always seem to be tagged. What do you mean? Your stop loss seems to be tagged, Louis. Something which is also very important is when you're, I see this a lot. A lot of people say, oh, my stop loss is tagged, but it goes the other way, okay? But when let's say your stop loss is tagged at break even or your stop loss is tagged, whatever it may be, okay? Unless you've got hard data to back that up through journaling your trades, when a stop loss is hit, even if it's hit at break even, that emotion, like you remember those. You don't remember when your stop loss is hit, but it continues to go the other way. Because if your stop loss is hit and the trade continues to go in that direction and it continues to go against you, that isn't very emotional. Your stop loss did your job. Yeah, you lost money. It's not that big of a deal. If your stop loss is hit and then it goes the other way, that's very annoying. It's very frustrating. It's very emotional. Your body remembers and your brain remembers emotion. So you're going to remember those events more. So looking back in hindsight, you're going to think, okay, I get stopped out a lot and then it goes the other way. In reality, you're not remembering all of the times that you got stopped out and price continued to go against you. So that's why it's so important to draw those conclusions. You need to journal your trades, go back through your trade history, etc. Like, it's super important. When you're saying those, you need to be like, okay, like I'm getting wicked out constantly. It's going the other way, evidenced through these trades here. Otherwise, it doesn't really mean much. It's very important. No, Ben. Who is it? It's about how people were asking you for advice and are now in a position to give advice. 100%. It's not bad advice either, all thanks to the group. 100% agree. 100% agree. We've got some extremely smart minds in the group now, like very, very smart, which is really good to see. First day on my FTMO challenge at 1%. I'll take that. Up 5 on my live. How's everyone's? Jack, that's amazing. That is amazing. Really nice. And it's nice to start off on a bit of a winner. That's really good. Abdul, define shortly. Like, what's shortly to you? Like, shortly to me is over the next few days / week. Probably not. Like, what time frame shortly? I know, Ben. I know. I didn't realize until I went live. Okay, I didn't realize. I haven't looked at trade. Julie, so much easier. I might go. I might change my top feet. I like to be professional on the lives, and I think I don't. Yeah, well, I'll lean down. But yeah, Julie, it's so important to journaling your trades is so important. Yeah, it's one of the best things you can do as a trader is journal your trades. I've said this before, but I think a great saying is a a lot of people in the trading space say about the golden ticket. They say, yeah, you've got, like, I've got the golden ticket, this, that, and the other. The golden ticket is actually in your trade history. That tells you everything you need to know about when you're good, when your strategy is good, when you're not good, when your strategy is not good, etc., etc., etc. It gives you the best insights. It really does. Their group at Zero Knowledge before I joined you, Max COD section really helped. Yeah, I mean, massive shout. Everyone in the group, I mean, I think C.Og's got a brilliant reputation now in the group, but not only is he obviously extremely knowledgeable, wait, 1 second, guys, I just want to check okay, that's fine. But yeah, not only is he extremely knowledgeable, but also like super nice, genuine, like there to help. I really do recommend, if you are in the group, to go check out his section. Chief, so there's a few different ways you can journal your trades. Either A, you can like connect your like broker account to whatever software. B, you can just go back through your trades and plot them. Or what I'd sort of recommend just to get started is just to load up an Excel spreadsheet or a Google Sheet spreadsheet. Like I think if you're using if you're in the trading space and you're using spreadsheets, it's a good sign. Okay, no matter what you're doing, that's a good sign. And so just loading up a spreadsheet, writing in having a screenshot of the trade before you entered, a screenshot of the trade after you entered, and then you can go down. You can add stuff as you go, but just starting off super simple. It is genuinely a superpower. Journaling your trades and drawing conclusions from that is a superpower. And so, yeah, just start off with like your trade before you entered, the trade after you entered, and then work up from there. The session it was, etc. Turek, this is gold. As much as it's a bore leg to journal, it 1000% helps you. 100%. And just getting into a routine of it. Once you're in a routine, it's easy. Like, once you're in a routine, it's locked in. It's just getting into that initial routine is a pain. I understand that. Believe me, when I say these things in terms of reading, in terms of journaling, like if you were to speak to me like 6, 7, 8 years ago, you would not think I'm the type of person to do that. And that's because I really wasn't. Like I never really read a book until I was like, I don't even know, like 18, 19 years old. I never journaled anything or anything like that. But when I really got my head down in trading, I realized, okay, there's a lot of information to be taken in. I need to study, and I need to journal my trades. And I knew it would help me. And if it's going to help me, I'm going to get it done. And I think that's the thing you've got to think. Look, if you want to make this work and something like 100% will help you, journaling will 100% help you, then it should be a no-brainer. Like journal, boom. This is currently the 1 hour time frame. I'm going to zoom in a bit to the 30-minute time. Well, actually, I'm going to zoom into the 15-minute. Boom. There we go. Discord, Leanne. In Discord. Leanne, drop me a message. I'll send you through the link and ask you, like, and let you know some more information. Yeah, his Discord section's really, really clean now as well. I'm using Notion. Notion's very good. Notion's very good. Yeah, Lee. Yeah, exactly. There is a pre-done journal. You don't have to use that exact journal, but there is like a pre-done one in the boot camp section, which is very, very, very good. Which is really good. Yeah, Julie, 100%, 100%. You can make trading work around that, like 1000%. It's well worth it if you're looking to get past signals, etc. It's great and it's changed my trade. 100% agree, Jack. It is very, very good. And yeah, I mean, looking through that, your overall just knowledge of them. Even if you don't, there's a lot of people who are in C.Og section and they use like bits and bobs, but they don't like do everything that C.Og does and go through all of his resources. But they just end up with such a better understanding of the markets, and like it just puts them above pretty much every single person who's not profitable in the trading space. Like it puts you ahead in terms of knowledge. Like you're just gonna be far ahead, and even people who are consistently profitable in terms of actual knowledge of how the markets actually work. it puts you ahead, definitely. What's been testing a new strat based off accumulation sweep and move I enter from. It sounds good, Louis. Definitely, you know, testing different things, adapting them to the market conditions you're in, and going with that is definitely very good. Nice gold bars, Max. I did actually something which I wanted to show you guys. I got gifted something today, which is actually really cool. I was on the trading floor today, and yeah, let me know if you want to see it. But it's really cool. It is actually really cool. I want to get rid of this. This is annoying. Trying to tie it with our current strat. Nice, Louis. Yeah, definitely. You know, constantly adapting. Adapting and going with what works for you and building your own system and leveraging that is really good. Okay, nice, Leanne. Sounds good. Yeah, drop you can click on CDog's name, drop him a message and just say like Max was speaking about you on the live and he'll run you through everything. Was it a new shirt? Yeah, Louis, I'm trying to get it off. But yeah, I'll show you what it was. It's actually really cool. Okay, it's heavy as hell. Well, any guesses on what it is? I don't know if you guys saw. Let me know. Guesses on what it is, because that is actually like it's a really good gift. Like it's a thoughtful one. Let me know. See if you can guess what it is. Teeth whitening cream. It's a signed Mike Tyson glove. Wait there, let me move it like this. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's sick. That is actually really cool. And it's got like the QR code thing on there so you can see like the history of the glove, if that makes sense. So Louis. Yeah. Mike Tyson. Yeah, Mike Tyson signed glove. And basically the reason for that is because on the trading floor, a good friend, he knows I do boxing, and we're hyped up for 2026, and he said let's knock it out, and so he got that, which I thought was really cool. Yeah, that's smart. I do agree with that. Let me. Oh, wait there. Let me move this. I like that idea. There we go. Look at that. That's smart. No one would ever know. Golden glove next. Yeah, there's levels. Yeah, I'm gonna put it behind me somewhere. Right now, I've got a Bitcoin. These two here. I'm stacking up a little art collection. I love it. These two here were bought in Dubai. There's a big one of like the most famous hotels in the world, really. It's called the Atlantis, and they did like a pop-up art show. And so these two are signed by the artists that made them. So this one is I don't know why I'm so fascinated by this, but I might start collecting art pieces. Let me know your thoughts. But this one's signed on his bum by the artist that made him. It's like a Bitcoin Donald the Duck, which is really cool. And then this one's gold bars that are also like signed by the artist, which is cool. So I might start a little collection and have it like behind me. But some good things so far. Let me know if there's anything cool you see that you think could look cool. Then let me know. Like unique things is pretty interesting. Jason. and that was a good one. I'll give that was a good one. Yeah, Louis, let's not talk about that. I don't know, Alex. I need to look through it. I need to go through the QR code and actually go through everything. I'm actually showing trophies like a proud dad. Yeah, I'm actually quite happy with it. I do quite like it. It's pretty fun. I don't know. It's a unique hobby, but I think I want to make like a really cool setup. And I think a cool setup, having like a bunch of cool things behind would be cool. Lady H, not quite. Louis, I've been meaning to tell you, Mike Tyson signed it, and I thought it would be perfect for you. Gold bars is top tier. Normally goes in a safe, unique way of showing it in art form. Yeah, true, Ryan. Yeah, I think it's really cool. There was a few pieces they had at this like art show place, which were like really cool, but they were massive. Like there's one which is really cool. It's like I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a life-sized this sounds really like nerdy, but a life-sized Darth Vader, which is actually like really like in person it's crazy because it's like 7 feet tall. And yeah, and they've got loads of like weird and unique things from like small to medium-sized artists. And yeah, it's really interesting. Which point upper trend will start from? What do you mean? Which upper trend do you mean? Let me remove this now. This trend line. Which upper trend do you mean? Because we've got a few now. I mean, we're still bouncing off this one here. We'll get into this now. So I am gonna move this down a bit. There we go. Perfect. Move this down here. Perfect. Okay, this looks good. This looks good. We got quite a bit of news tomorrow. That's fine. Sick. I'll take that any day. Yeah. We'll do some cool like giveaways and stuff at the event. For those who haven't as well, I definitely recommend getting tickets for the event coming up. We are doing an in-person event in London on the 28th. So members of the private group are coming to that, which is going to be really cool. Only trading group in the space that I know of that's doing in-person events. And yeah, only group that's doing in-person events. Only group that does live streams near enough every day. With an open chat. That's important. A lot of them restrict the chat, so they can't have people telling the truth. So yeah, interesting one. Didn't even have a chat. Chris, I appreciate that. What do you have a trade in the screen? What do you have a trade in the screen? What do you mean by that, Julie? What do you have a trade in the screen? What do you mean by that, Julie? And there's no such thing as a dumb question, Julie. 100% not. 100% not. Can't wait to meet people. Yeah, it's going to be great, Louis. I look forward to it. It's going to be brilliant. Definitely going to make it a really good day. It should be amazing. Don't forget to book your flight. That is true. But it'll be fine. It's not that busy this time of year. I'll be fine. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, gold. Are you live daily? Rich, I go live from Sunday to Thursday. I'm going to start mixing up, and I've told quite a few people about this now. So basically, going forward, I think starting from, I might do it like a few here and there this week, but mainly starting next week. Lives over New York Open every day, and then I'm going to do a longer live on a night, but it's going to be covering a particular section. So that means whiteboard time. And basically, we're going to do like okay, we're covering this basic concept. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm going to just do it like that. And then we're going to get into the normal live where we're just having a catch up, having a conversation, marking up the charts and going through that. So I'm going to start off with like a sort of webinar style. We're going over this concept and do a longer live. I do want to be live more. I enjoy the lives. I enjoy catching up with everyone, and so it'll be really good. So I've tried to structure things around that, and yeah, Julie. So normally we go over sort of what I'm looking for, and we'll get into that in literally 1 minute. Can you give it? Yeah, James, no problem. So if we go in here, so these levels here, which I've used to get this exact top here, this exact top here, this exact bottom here, this exact top here, this exact top here, and we actually got this exact top up here. To get all of these levels, basically I use these levels and then other levels as well. So these levels down here, They stand for Fibonacci levels. So 0.618 is the point. It's a 0.618. It's a Fibonacci level. 0.786 also a Fibonacci level. 0.886 also a Fibonacci level. VAL stands for value area low. It's basically where I'll show you. Instead of explaining, I'll show you. So this is a volume profile. It shows the volume in a given range. These volume spikes are where the most transactions took place. Now, if price goes outside the value area represents 70% of volume. If it goes out of the value area, then it's basically considered a statistical anomaly. So it's more likely that we revert to the value area where the most volume is transacted. That is, in essence, how it works. And so if we're below the value area, I'm like, okay, price shouldn't stay here for too long. We should revert to the mean. We should revert to the value area. So therefore, buying in the value area low is gives a slight edge along with a few other things. It means that we can have a good edge. And then VWAP is volume weighted average price. I use quite a unique indication for this. So VWAP resets at the start of each day. And I don't know why, but where the price at which VWAP closes seems to be a really strong level. Like it's respected. Look, you can see here this wick here was literally at the exact low of it. Like it's respected more times than not. So that's the VWAP level. This is the 1 hour time frame now. I was on the 15-minute earlier. This is the 1 hour time frame. Hello, Craig. Hello. So Alan, I don't use like a particular time frame. I like to, so time frames, they don't show you like they're fractals of each other. So basically you can see exactly what you can see on the 1 hour time frame on like the 15-minute time frame. Basically, if you want more information, zoom in. If you want less information, zoom out. There's no such thing as like the best time frame, this, that, and the other. I don't put much weight on time frames. This was something which really, like, it took me a while to click on this. Because I used to think, okay, when I'm on the 15-minute, that's like a different chart to the 1 hour. Like, I saw them as two different charts. Whereas when you start to visualize them as they are, you're looking at the same price action. It's just on the 15-minute, you're viewing more information. It sounds weird, but that like thought process really helped me, like really did. And so if I want more information, I zoom in. If I want less information and a clear overall view of the environment that I'm in, I'll zoom out. I don't put too much weight on what time frame I'm on. And yeah, mainly I use the 1 hour and the 4 hour for my sort of bias, technical bias. And then from there, I'll zoom into around the 15-minute to 30-minute time frame. That's where I actually mark up my levels to trade using everything from Fibonacci to volume to daily opens to whatever, loads of things. And then I zoom into an even lower time frame to look for confirmations. Only billionaires can trade silver. Okay, sounds good, Jack. Me. Yeah, sounds good. I look forward to the event. It's going to be really, really cool. I'm looking forward to it. Going to make it really, really good. I've seen a lot of people who have sort of signed up today, so it should be a really, really good event. Ben, man, I didn't realize. Normally, is professional. You don't have to get there early at all. I'm going to be there the night before setting up and then also setting up in the morning. And then I think I've wrote on the tickets thing, get there by 10 p.m. and then we'll start at 11 p.m. And then I think we're going to try and do food at like 1:30, 2 p.m. So that gives everyone a bit of a rest, have food, have a bit of a chit chat, see how everyone's doing, network, and go from there. So Crypto Chris, for confirmations, I'll use this indicator on the bottom, along with like discretion. Discretion's very important in my system, and it's very important in most people's systems. They just are disillusioned to the fact that they do use discretion, and they call it mechanical when it's not actually mechanical. But so I use this indicator on the bottom to basically spot divergences in price, and so I want to see my indicator going one way when price is going another way, to get confirmations on that trade. So for example, here we can see that price came down. You see here price from this low to this low, price came down, whereas the indicator came up. We can see here, and we got a nice bounce there, like price moved up from there, which is obviously really nice. So so yeah. Yeah, Ben. Early start for Ben. Yes, this one isn't. This one isn't anymore. It was earlier. We did come very, very close. The idea was spot on. But that one was earlier. But now that we've took out this low, it's not in play anymore. By the way, look at the VWAP today. VWAP, absolutely like perfect reactions. Like VWAP's so nice. But yeah, this one still is in play. Like, this one's still in play. But I'll keep the private group updated with what goes on with that. So, should be interested. Should be interesting. Ben, I don't doubt that at all. We'll have to figure that out on the day, Lady H. Kind of, my thought process with that is basically, we're going to get there, have a catch up, see how everyone is. Like, saying it like it's alive, and then from there I'm gonna like give a bit of a talk, motivate everyone, and then from there we're gonna have some food, have a catch up. You know, everyone speaks to each other. Then from there, Brandon's gonna do a bit of a workshop. I'm gonna pull members aside for a bit of a one-to-one, just like a personal catch up, see how they're getting on. And then from there, like that's obviously gonna be really, really good. And then from there, we're basically gonna wing it. I think it's better to do it like that way. Try not to have the full day planned. Leave a bit of room open, a little room open for a bit of havoc, let's say. So yeah. Why is it not a good idea to just hit the market buy button? Because it's not at the level, Masak. It's not at the level. I've got the idea that it's gonna go to that level. If it doesn't, then my trade isn't valid. I know a lot of members did get triggered on that, and a lot of members did enter that trade. Perfect. Worked out well for them. Really nice. Really, really nice. The idea was there. Brilliant. But that's up to them. That's up to their risk tolerance. If they thought that it was a good idea, then they can go for it. They can make a lot of money, which is really nice. All good, Zach. How you doing? Everyone's a great time. Yeah, we'll catch you at the next one, Jordan. 100%. Look, Katie, don't be giving away any of the ideas. What could go? Yeah, Darren, I think most of the day, the important things are planned out. Okay, I think that's the important thing. But I've got to get like mics and speakers set up. This venue that we've got is upselling me like every day. They're like, okay, well, over this amount of people, you need security. I'm like, okay, it'd be good to have food. Okay, you do need a mic. You know, it's a big room. Okay. Without speakers, how is everyone going to hear you through the mic? Okay, that sounds good. You need chairs and tables, obviously. Okay, that's good. Okay, each person, do you want like a little booklet? Okay, that's good. They're upselling me. Like, what is going on? I'm being upsold every day. But like if I want to talk and like, you know, someone's over there, like they can't hear me. So yeah. A ban would be cool. Yeah, and the whiteboard. Well, if you're not bringing your own whiteboard, sir, we can provide one, and at an expense of, you know, £1,000 an hour. Yeah, Darren. Honestly, I felt like I was talking to you. That is what it is. They're good with it, and they're cheeky. They're like, yo, we need. They message you about the speakers. They messaged me about the speakers today, and they were like, okay, look, you're going to need speakers. And I was like, okay, we need to know by the end of today. We need it by every single time they've said something, it's like, we need it by the end of today. We need to know right this second. And now I'm like, okay, I need to think about things. Yeah, Dylan, honestly, I'm learning a few things. This hotel in the middle of London, they've got it dialed in. Like, I understand how they've beat out the competition. Being milked. Karaoke night. Does the calls integrate? Yes, it does, UK Steve. It does. It saves a lot of time. It's really nice. Any advice for changing career to a less time-consumed job and less shit? I mean, that's the dream question, isn't it, Jordan? Yeah, I mean, lock in with trading, and then that means you don't have to worry about your job, and it's not as stressful, it's not as consuming, because those tasks and those annoying things which make it consuming and making it stressful, if you're making good money in trading, you've got the ability to say no. That's the best thing about trading. The best thing about trading isn't going full-time. Like, going full-time in trading is amazing. The best thing is being in a job, making money consistently through trading, and having the ability to say no. Like, if you don't want to do something, you can say no. Like, you know, I don't want to, no, I'm not taking that anymore. I'm not going to deal with that. Like, I think a lot of people think that they don't want the job they're in, but no, they just want the ability to say no. And that would make the job a lot easier, a lot nicer. A lot of people's jobs, I think, if they didn't have that stress and they had the ability to say no, they'd actually be fine with the job. But yeah. Yeah, literally, Lee. So I've set auto and it only displays from start of day. Yeah, be frank, that's what it does. So it resets at the start of each day. VWAP resets at the start of each day. It's literally just, I've just got the normal VWAP indicator. Literally just on here, VWAP. This one here at the top. They are not messing. The problem is that it's too late now, and you're not about to cancel the meet for a few more £1,000. So they know whatever they say. The answer is yeah, 100%, Darren. They've got me in a chokehold. They've got me in a chokehold. But they have actually been very nice and very accommodating. They've been nice as they steal my money. They've been nice as yeah. So it's fine, you know. They stole the money with a smile on their face. So that's what counts, I guess. Soon we'll be saying, yeah, Chris, that's the way to go. That's the best feeling though. The advanced training, it seems better to understand it before. I'm going through the advanced training. Yeah, definitely, Steve. Going through the content first is the best thing to do. Getting a good picture of everything, and then trying to, you know, pull things together is the best way, in my opinion. If you want oxygen in the room, that'll be £100 per... Yeah. Crypto Chris, I agree with that. I bet I'll wake up with a message to that tomorrow. I think we can deal without that. We'll just have to run out the room every few minutes, take a deep breath, and then go back. Your new car, always ask them with their wife around. Guarantee, yes, they don't want to look bad in front of their wife. 100. I feel like that's a lot of sales though, especially in the car business. Like, never bring your wife shopping. That is a recipe. That's a recipe for disaster. I mean, it depends. It depends on the wife, of course. But yeah, modern version of Robin Hood. Luke, the ColezTrades indicator is in the Discord, in the ColezTrades indicator section. So I don't, Sweet Furno, I don't set like targets on my buys. I know why my edge is. My edge is the levels. So for example, we can see this level here, perfect. This level here, perfect. This level here, perfect. This level here, perfect. That level, that getting respected, that's my edge. From there, I don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold partials, and I'm never going to close the full position. That's what I do. I don't close the full position because we've hit set target. I don't really do that. I like to hold at least a small amount of the position. It's just worked. It's worked best for me. And then the reasoning behind this level here is 0.618 Fibonacci level, 0.786, 0.886 value area low, that's VAL, and then VWAP, and then also comes in at the lower extremity of this sort of pennant here. And so looks quite nice. Darren. I am the nominated car buyer for all my family. They say I am assertive. That sounds good, Lady H. That sounds good. You don't take any fill in the blank, which is good. I definitely wouldn't send my girlfriend to go buy a car. No, that is not happening. What's the best levels to look for on the indicator, mate? Higher time frame are better. I don't even use the 4-hour levels. The daily, weekly, monthly levels, they're the best. And then also daily open. Daily open is such a strong level, very objective, very nice. I do very much like when a level lines up with the daily open, vast majority of the time it's respected more time than it's not. Sweet Ferno, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to wait for my levels to get hit. If they get hit, I'm going to look to enter the trade. No one knows where the market's actually going to go. If they say they do, they don't. And so, yeah. I wait for my levels to be hit. I look for confirmations. I enter the trade. From there, yeah, hold more of a percentage on if it lines up with my macro bias and go from there. Alan, sounds good. I think that's a trustworthy person. I'd trust Lady H with the purchase, definitely. Sounds like how my customers describe me, or they use the word arrogant instead. Means the same though, right? Darren, I definitely tell you're a good salesman. You know you're good if you're getting those comments. No, Alan, I don't, because that assumes that I'm gonna cap growth. And so if I reach a certain target, and just stopping there, I don't want to do that. Max drawdown, definitely max daily drawdown, max weekly drawdown, things like this. Definitely keep an eye on. If it goes out of my already established threshold, then I need to analyze what the hell's going on. But no, I don't have that. Craig, very well done, to be fair. Nice. Darren's bringing a G-Wagon next week, Lady Hedge. We're going cruising after. Sounds good. Sounds good. Darren, if you start trying to sell me on this G-Wagon, this will all make more sense when I have gone through all the training. 100%, Julie. The training videos, Julie, the training videos, and then the live streams. Just making sure, Julie, catch the live streams when you can. Ask questions, and definitely be in the Discord. I think a common saying is you are who you put yourself around. Although you might not understand everything that's going on right now, if you're around these questions, sometimes there's beginner questions, sometimes there's more advanced questions. If you're around them, it's going to rub off. If you're in the Discord and you're just asking questions, getting involved, it will rub off and you will progress faster than you thought you could. 100%, okay? You're around the right people, okay? We've got the right people in this community. And so by being around them, it will rub off on you, and you'll just, before you know it, you'll be asking some of the most advanced questions, which is a really good sign. MV3, no, came very close. For some people, they did get in, but for me, no. Yeah, the boot camp's very good as well. Very, very, very good. My Sherry, so I use this Fu Manchu indicator. Basically, what it does is it shows me momentum shows me momentum, VWAP, money flow, and yeah, and that's what I use. That's what I use for confirmations. That's only a small amount of my system though. The main part of my system is levels and looking for basically areas of confluence, areas of support and resistance. But yeah, I think a great video to watch, Julie, is the video that's pinned on the YouTube channel. I recommend anyone watching this. It's the video I did with Mark. I did it on the trading floor. Mark flew out to Dubai, all expenses paid, and we did a one-to-one on the trading floor, recorded it, and I think that's really, really, really good. And so anyone who's a beginner here, I recommend going and watching that video. You will pick up some great things. I really do recommend it. Yeah, Chris, I've got alerts set, so should be good. NMA, you had I didn't realise until after the live, but a bit of a brawl on last night's live from what I saw after, which I thought was pretty funny. I got a spreadsheet with risk management plan using a weekly art as a guide and not perfect science. Sounds good. Want to let the winners run and cap the losses. Would you say this is a sensible thing? 100%. 100%. Tracking that R, and then also, important, what sessions were your best? What sessions were your worst? Like, when I say sessions, I mean like Asia, London, New York. Which sessions were the best for you? Which sessions were the worst for you? Which times of day were the best for you? Which type of setups were the best for you? Journaling those as well. Like, where are you squeezing out the most R? And then focusing on that can be really, really, really good. I think patience is key. I'm quite impatient with progress in general. It's easy to feel out of depth in space. 100%. I've been slowly learning around wife and kids for over a year now. Trader 4N, 100% agree. Patience is definitely, patience is key with any business. But yeah, especially trading, patience is unbelievably important, but it's unbelievably difficult as well, especially in trading. In most businesses, you're not seeing, craziness all of the time. In the trading space, you're surrounded by people who are making X, Y, and Z money, whether they're actually making it, but they're making X, Y, and Z money. It's very difficult to not get caught up and try and go for those massive winners straight off the bat. It's a very difficult space to stay patient in. Very difficult. As many for my psychology use as a forecast of where I could be with patience, using it to manage risk and a reminder to rein it in to avoid chasing losses. 100%, Harry. Yeah, it sounds amazing. I mean, being able, if you take a loss, being able to zoom out and see, look, I took a loss today, but you know what? In my plan, with me getting to here, there's loads of losses. I'm going to take loads of losses. But through me taking all of those losses, I'm also going to take all of those winners, and I get to get up here. And so losses are part of the journey. Yeah, New York Open has a lot of volume, so it's where most people tend to find their setups. Sessions where the levels are spat. Yeah, Chris, I agree. Yeah, New York Open, very, very volatile. Yeah, he did. Very, very good. Big up educator Leon, lovely trade today. Shared in a Telegram, managed to get in. Cheers, Leon, and all the educators as always. Nice, Jono. John Joe, very, very nice. Very nice. Learning a hell of a lot since joining this group, really pushing me forward with knowledge. That's absolutely amazing to hear. I mean, yeah, comments like that are just incredible. So we've got some really advanced people in the group now. And something which is important, I did post a message about it. I think I posted it yesterday. But a few people see this group and they see the lives and they think, this is way too advanced for me. I'm gonna try a simpler group, okay? It's not advanced versus simple, it's what works versus what doesn't. That's it. And so, yeah, a group might make things seem like extremely simple, but what they're teaching doesn't work. Like their group, it's made to appear simple to invite beginners into it. So they think that's how it is. And so we don't do that. We say what works, we say the truth. And sometimes, trading can be, it can be made simple, okay? You can simplify it, especially when you're starting out to understand things. It doesn't have to be complicated. But a lot of things in trading are a bit complicated. But that's trading. Like, that's just the space that we're in. And I think trying to sugarcoat that and avoiding that, and avoiding talking about complicated subjects to not put off beginners, yeah, that makes sense, I think is a silly idea in my opinion. M. Sherry, drop me a message on Telegram. I'll send it over. Superstar, man. I appreciate that, Darren. I remove all the indicators, but I still says I need to upgrade. I'm sure I used it before, though. What's that, Hainsey? Well, is TradingView saying you need to upgrade, and you don't? I read that advanced guys and girls stick around and have no issues in helping everyone in the group. 100%, 100%. I mean, we're all you know, we're all involved in this space. We're all passionate about it. We've got a lot of members who this is their full-time job. And so, you know, you enjoy what you're passionate about, you enjoy talking about. And then I do like how it's not always full on trading talk the entire time. You know, everyone has a laugh now and then. You know, we're all humans at the end of the day. We're not trading robots, and so it's good. Susie, yeah, I think that would be nice. That would be nice. Have Craig, this guy's gonna be 100%. Can't use the indicator for volume profile. Okay, volume profile. It needs to be on the. There is little ways around it, but it needs to be on the premium like volume indicators. You need the premium version of TradingView, really. But unless you're like really at that stage, you don't really need the advanced version of TradingView unless you really need it, if that makes sense. I don't know how to word that. But wouldn't rate it. Lost a lot today from their hyped messages prior to trades. 100% obviously I take responsibility and accountability. My takeaway is learn and understand what I'm doing. Julie, I mean, that is just the most perfect message ever, okay? Understanding that someone hyping an individual trade like that's never a good idea. And then also taking responsibility and accountability is, I mean, that just speaks volumes about your character, which is amazing, about the person you are. Because taking responsibility and taking accountability, it's good to do anyway. But in the trading space, it will get you so far. Like, if you have a losing trade, taking accountability and trying to figure out what went wrong, trying to learn from it, trying to adapt and optimize, like that is how you progress in this space. And it's such a valuable trait. It's honestly, it's like that trait is worth just unfathomable amounts of money. Nice. Okay, so again, waiting for this level to be hit. This level still is in play, but something which is important. I've said this a few times when we've done a similar thing. When price, so basically, let me do this. Okay, so if I've got a level here, okay, and it's a buy level, okay. Basically, like, long story short, what I'm saying is that there are a lot of orders at this level. There are a lot of orders here, okay? Like, a lot of orders. Okay, that's a lot of orders. There's a lot of, buy orders at that level. That's why I think price will bounce there. Okay, there's a bunch of other reasons, but just trying to make it as simple as possible. Okay, there's a lot of buying pressure at that levels. Buyers want to get in, sellers want to get out. And so when we come down to this level, but also there's orders throughout the market. And so there might be a lot of orders here as well. And when price comes very close to this level and then wicks away, we might absorb a lot of the orders here. And so if we get rid of those, if we get rid of these and these and these and these and these and these, we can see there's there's far few orders there. So therefore, when we actually do come down to this level, I'm a bit more hesitant with it. Okay, it's not the first time we're in that general area. Okay, and so similar with this level here, we've come down, we've absorbed some orders which are very near that level, and clearly there was a lot of orders because, you know, that big wick up. And so when we come down to this level, I'm a bit more hesitant. Okay, you know, we've had a lot of orders there. We've had a big move up. Like, I'm a bit more hesitant, basically. So, so yeah, that's my thought process on that. I do want to mark this. Boom. Okay, that makes sense. Hello, Brickshed. Order flow is very good, Jack. I do like order flow, and I think it's great to, once you've got like a pretty good foundation of knowledge, it can be very good. I mean, it allows you to see inside the candles, if you will, and gives you another breadth of knowledge, which is really, really nice. And again, allows you to understand markets from a different angle and a more advanced angle, which is really, 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 really effective. And I know a lot of traders do very, 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 very well with order flow. And so, yeah, definitely very good. And if you have got that base of knowledge looking into it, like I see no downsides really. So yeah. Yeah, I've got a rubber now. So yeah. Yeah, Jack. Yeah, very good. A lot of excuse me. A lot of people who trade on the trading floor that I use, a lot of them are order flow traders. And so they're always talking about this and talking about that. Like they go very, very deep into it. And so a lot of them like auction theory. And so, yeah, and they're extremely smart people, extremely smart. So, yeah, it can definitely be very good. And I like what you said there. You haven't said, I'm going to just use order flow. You've said, I'm going to try and incorporate it. Okay, you've seen something which could potentially, you know, add to your edge. And you're like, yeah, I'll have that. Like, it makes sense. You know what? I'm going to add to my edge with this. So I'm going to try and build up my edge further and prop it up. Okay, what can give me an edge in this market? Okay, I've seen order flow. That looks very good. Like, that looks very interesting. That looks very good. I think I can add to my edge with that. I'm going to incorporate it in. I'm not going to replace what I already know with it, but I'm going to incorporate it in. It's very, 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 very important. Very nice. Yeah, sounds good, Jack. Jack, definitely keep me updated with that. I'm very curious to see your journey through that and your sort of like what you think getting into it. Definitely very interested. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to finish up the live there. I'll be updating the private group after this, after a pretty interesting day. If you do have any further questions, then dropping me on the Telegram. The Telegrams have been a bit all over the place lately, as I have been moving a lot of things around, trialing some things, doing a few different things. So I do apologize on that. If you ever need to like get me urgently, or I'm not responding, just spam me and I'll be there. And yeah, or you can just message in the Discord at me. You know, I'm very quick with the Discord. Telegram's just Discord's only members. Telegram's like every single person ever. And so like I get an unfathomable amount of messages on there. And so anyway, guys, take care. Hope everyone had an amazing day. Let's smash the rest of this week. And yeah, see you in a bit, guys. Take care. See you in a bit, Plague. See you in a bit, DB. See you in a bit, Jack. And good luck with the order flow. Definitely keep us updated. Very curious to see how you get along with that. See you in a bit, Lee. See you in a bit, Lee again. See you in a bit, Darren. And your bloody sales skills. See you in a bit, Katie, Crypto Chris, Hainsey, Brickshed, Dylan, Reto, Harry, New Trader, 010, Julie. And Julie, some great questions tonight. You're definitely on the right path. Definitely. So, yeah, take care, guys. See you all in a bit.